Good morning, students. Today we will continue with first chapter, that is Introduction of Signals and Systems. In this chapter, I will continue signals and its classification. Signals. What is signals? A signal is nothing but a function that represents a physical quantity or a variable. Okay. So signals is what? Signals is a function of physical quantity or variable quantity, and it's typically contain information about the behavior or nature of phenomena. So this is the signals here. So suppose xt a cos omega t is there. So let's take an example here. Xt is equals to a cos omega t. So xt is a signal here which has a function representing physical quantity or a variable quantity, and it contains some information, isn't it? So some information in this graph are there, means at t is equals to what happened. So t is equals to 0, what happened, t is equals to 1, what happened, t is equals to like this, t is equals to pi by 2, what happened, t is equals to pi, what happened. Is that clear? So we have to know this one is 0, this one is pi by 2, okay, this one is pi, like this. So at t is equals to 0, t is equals to pi by 2, what will be the information at that particular time this expression give. Okay. Now in any, suppose we will consider a RC circuit. So if RC circuits are there, if RC circuits are there, then the function of voltage across the capacitor or current flowing through this resistor R, or voltage across this capacitor, is nothing but will be function of T, and it will contain some information. So a signal is represented as a function of independent variable T, that is time. Clear? Now next one is classifications of signals. Okay. So first classification will be, classification of signals. Okay. So first will be continuous time and discrete time signal. Second one is analog and digital signals. Third one is real and complex signals. Fourth one is deterministic and random signal. These all are signals classification. Okay. Fifth one is even and odd signal. Sixth one is periodic and non-periodic signals. And the last one will be energy and power signal. Energy and power signal. So we have to know all these signals. What is continuous time signal, what is discrete time signal, what is analog and digital signal, what about real and complex signal, even out signal, periodic, non-periodic, deterministic, random signal, energy, power signal. Which all we have to know. Okay. So first of all, continuous time and discrete time signal. So signal is nothing but the xt, because time variables are there. Okay. So a xt signal xt is set to continuous time signal. When it will set to continuous time signal? If t is continuous variable, is a continuous variable. Is a continuous variable. If t is a discrete variable, then it will be discrete time signal. Just like a signal xt is set to discrete time signal if t is a discrete variable. Clear? So in graph we can say here that this is the time axis graph and here xt is there. Okay. So now a signal this much, there is a continuous time. This is the graphical representation of continuous time signal, and
करके जाता हूँ फटाफट खावा लेने। और दूध चल जाओ 3 काम कर, मेरे को तो कौन जाएगा? 3 काम में 1 टाइम तेरे मारता है। हाँ तो तेरे कौन करता है? ये बात बताओ, 3 करके की तो तेरे करता है।
So this one is discrete time signal example or graphical representation of discrete time signal. When at a particular 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point, it will give a separate result. Means t is variable here, and I can represent t with n, no problem, for discrete time, and For continuous time it will be t. Okay. Now analog and digital signal. So if a continuous time signal, mind it, continuous time signal means it's a, just remember the graphical representation of continuous time signal look like this, no? Right. So continuous time signal. So a continuous time signal can take any value in the continuous interval, means from minus infinity to infinity, it's a minus infinity to infinity, we can take any value of this signal. Then this one will be, this continuous time signal is analog signal. If discrete time signal, that one we remember, no, that one is discrete time signal. So these signals can take finite number of distinct value, so that one will be digital signal. Clear? Now next one is real and complex signal. Real and complex signals. Signal xt, signal xt is a real signal when its value will be real. If its value will be real, its value is a real number, then we can say this signal is real signal. If xt has a complex value or complex number, then we can say this is a complex signal. Is that clear? Now deterministic and random signal. Deterministic signals are those signals whose values are completely specified for any given time. For any given time, the signals whose values will be completely specified, means that at this particular time the signal will give the result. So thus a deterministic signal can be modeled by a known function of time. But random signals are complete opposite, means random signals are those signals that take random value at a given point. Means at a given point, suppose at a given point t, a signal gives a value, particular value this much, x t naught. Okay, at a t naught point. So at t naught point, the signal xt gives the value xt naught. This is a fixed one, 1, 2, 3 or something, any value. It will give a particular value, a specified value. Means this one is a deterministic signal. If at t naught point, at a given point, it will give random value, random anyone, means it will give 1, it will give 2 also, it will give 3 also. So it's a random value, random anyone, then the signal will be random value signals. Okay. Now even and odd signal. A continuous time signal xt or discrete time signal xn is even signal is, is said to as even signal when if x of minus t will be xt or x of minus n will be x of n. Is that clear? This is the condition for even signal. If x of minus t will be minus of x of t or x of minus n x of minus n will give minus of x of n, then the condition will satisfy for odd signal. Clear? Any continuous or discrete time signal will be the combination of even signal and odd signal. This is a continuous time signal and this is a discrete time signal. Even one or odd one. Clear? So the signal, if I put t is equals to minus t in that signal or n is equals to minus n, and it will give same result as xt or xn, then the signal set to an even signal. But if I put a t is equals to minus t or n is equals to minus n and result will give minus of xt or minus of xn, then the signal will set to as odd signal. Is that clear? So we have to check whether this signal is odd signal or an even signal. Okay. Now, if suppose anyone said that find out the even part of this signal, suppose a signal given xt and we have to find out the even part of the signal, then what will come from here? If even part of the signal we have to find out, then what will come? Then even part of the signal we can find out with the help of x of t plus of x of minus t by 2. Okay. In discrete time also we can find out the even part of the signal. How? X of n plus x of minus n by 2. Odd part we can find out of the continuous time signal, x of t minus of x of minus t. Why? Because xt will be minus of xt. Okay. X of minus t will be minus of xt by 2. In discrete time also we can find out the odd part of the signal, x of n minus of x of minus n by 2. Okay. So if any signal in continuous time signal or discrete time signal given, then we can find out its even part and odd part. Clear? Now suppose take one example here. take one example here. If xt given as e to the power sin t, okay, then what will be the x of minus t? X of minus t will be e to the power sin of minus t, that will be e to the power minus of sin t. We can write that will be 1 by e to the power sin t. Is that clear? So if xt given as e to the power sin t and x of minus t will be e to the power minus sin t, that one is not equals to what? Minus of xt. Why? Because the e to the power minus of sin t will be 1 by e to the power sin t. Is that clear? So the xt is not equals to x of minus t. This thing is clear. But xt is not also equal to x of minus t, minus of x of minus t. Is that clear? As it said that if xt, x of minus t, is equals to minus of xt. Here x of minus t. Okay. If x of minus t will be equals to x of t, then that one will be even signal. If x of minus t is equals to minus of xt, then it will set to an odd signal. But here in this case x of t and x of minus t will not be equal in any fashion, or xt or minus xt. So this signal is neither even nor odd signal. So a signal may be neither even nor odd. Is that clear? Now in graphical representation also we can say here, if this is a signal here, look like this. So if this signal is if this signal is an even signal or odd signal, so it's imaginary about imaginary part of this, means it's a about y-axis, so it's not imaginary part here. So our signal from 0 to 1 is similar to y-axis or across y-axis, so that we can say here this one is even signal, or this one also we can say here even signal. Okay, no problem. So these are the even signal here. But this signal is odd signal, or this signal is odd signal. So these are odd signals. We will know about the property of some even and odd signals. So properties of even and odd signals. First property If even signals added with an even signal, it will give even signal result. If an odd signal is added with odd signal, it will give odd signals. If even signals added with odd signals, then it will give neither even nor odd. If even signal multiply with even signal, then it will give even signal. If odd signal multiply with odd signals, it will give even signals. If even signals multiply with odd signals, it will give odd signals. So these are multiplication and division. Is that clear? Now we will know more in this one. In even or odd signal, we will know more. That one is so product of two even signals or of two odd signals is an even signal. That the product of even and odd signal is an odd signal. So just derive this one. These all property are derived. Okay. So how we can derive this property, or how we can justify this property? So let's take a xt signal for each and every one and multiply or add with its even or odd signal, and let's find out the result. What will be the result of the signal? If result will be even signal, then okay, we can say two odd signal multiplication will be even, even signal multiplication will be even. If odd and even multiplication will be odd, then that one we have to check. Okay, so in homework, try to prove try to show that the product of two even signal or of two odd signals is an even signal and that the second one, and that the product of an even and odd signal is an odd signal. So try to solve this one, and in next lecture I will tell you the solution for this question. Just try it yourself, and we will continue further more about the signals, and after that basic continuous time signals, that one we will discuss later. Okay, thank you.